citizen voice here at COP21. We finally made it out to Le Bourget, and on the bus, we've met another interesting person here making a difference. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. I'm Marieke Beckmann from the National Physical Laboratory in the UK. We are the National Measurement Institute, which means that we standardize all the SI units that you could possibly measure. And I sit in something called the Center for Carbon Measurement, where we, as the name gives it away, we care about climate change, low carbon world. And so we cover 3 different areas. The first one is climate data, where we are trying to, for example, calibrate satellites whilst in space so that the long-term climate predictions actually show us the accurate data more quickly, for example. Then we cover carbon markets and accounting, which is emissions monitoring. So we've got some world-leading kit to measure methane, for example, but various other gases as well, to try and support the trading systems, really. And the third one is low-carbon technologies, which covers things like fuel cells, smart grids, low-carbon lighting, and all kinds of things that need measurement to help develop the technologies, but also support the system for take-up of those technologies.
I don't even know what to ask after that. That's fascinating stuff. How can people who are interested find out more information about your work?
Well, I think the easiest way is probably websites. So we're on www.npl.co.uk, and you can find the Center for Carbon Measurement on there. So you can scroll through case studies and things. Yes, find us at COP. I think there's a Meet Me app that you can probably use to come have a chat with me. But I think the website is probably the easiest way. And I would suggest that actually in your different countries to check out your national measurement institutes. So in the US it's NIST, but there are sort of national measurement institutes across the world trying to support this cause.
I'm familiar with the Carbon Disclosure Project, but is that connected with the measurement that you do?
So I actually used to work at CDP before this. Funnily enough, no, they're completely independent. They're an NGO that works on corporate climate disclosure. So we go sort of a little bit more into the nitty gritty of the sort of technology metrology. So that metrology is a science of measurement. So it really goes into the techniques that companies would be applying, or that they need for their R&D, or that they need for their emissions disclosures.
And for our young viewers out there, how did you get involved in this as a younger person, and what led you to this work?
So I used to live in China when I was a kid, and I remember that we lived on the 10th floor, and at the time we had this sort of layer of emissions that you could actually physically see, and at the time it wasn't really high up on the agenda, but you can really see China changing right now, and so it's great to see that. But I think that was probably my original sort of impetus to sort of start working on this area, and I wanted to do something that was worthwhile and did something for the better. And I think this is pretty much the problem that we have to face.
Indeed it is, and you are doing it. Thank you so much for enlightening us on your work. That's great.
Nice to meet you.